30 seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, yo? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish, and we have some interesting developments in the Houston Texans training camp today. Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson is not at practice today, and today is the first day of padded practice. Deshaun Watson had an ankle/foot injury examined by a trainer, but it's not deemed major. But the Texans are going to take precautions in light of the trade request, and the trade request is still standing. He still has that no trade clause. He hasn't waived it yet. So all these developments can kind of give evidence to a possible trade in the upcoming days. Because we've seen in the past where players who've had a trade request get sidelined for a very minor injury, or I don't know the extent of Deshaun's injury, but by reports it's looking like it's minor. So they get sidelined for a minor injury. They usually get traded sooner or later. And with how the Texans are treating Deshaun in training camp, playing him at safety, O-line, all these random positions, not giving him like quarterback one reps at all. It kind of seems like the Texans are planning on trading him and have some kind of plan to trade him. And it's been reported earlier that there's league sentiment that the Texans have moved on from him. That's partly due to the Texans having Davis Mills, drafting him in the 3rd round with their first pick of that whole draft. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see when Deshaun Watson gets traded. It's not a matter of if he gets traded. I think it's a matter of when he gets traded, and just adding on to more evidence. I mean, Quincy Avery, like I said earlier, he said that a trade is coming sooner rather than later. He predicted the wrong date, like when it was going to happen, but since he has and he's like in touch with Deshaun and everything, seems like it might be happening soon. And coincidentally, like a day ago, the Eagles converted $8.49 million of Lane Johnson's salary and $9.061 million of Derek Barnett's salary into signing bonuses, and that created $14 million in cap space for Philly in 2021. So that means they could have enough cap to kind of add Deshaun Watson to the roster. Whether or not they make that move, that's kind of debatable. And this is kind of interesting because Colts quarterback Carson Wentz, he got injured. I think he's gone. The timetable for his injury recovery for his foot injury is about 5 to 12 weeks. So that could mean he's either active from week 2 or to, I believe, week 9 or something like that. So yeah, that's something to note. So with Carson Wentz, if he plays 75% of the Colts' snaps at quarterback, then the Eagles have their second upgraded to a first, or if they make the playoffs and he plays 70% of the snaps, then that would also happen. So that's also something to consider when trading with the Eagles. So yeah, I think whether this Eagles trade happened is still a question mark, because like I said, they don't have the most appealing assets. Obviously Jalen Hurts is the biggest one. They're not going to trade Devonta Smith. Jalen Reagor could be one. But like I said, that team is a team of veterans. I don't think Deshaun Watson would even want to go there unless he really, really wants to get out of here ASAP. I mean, like, if Deshaun were to go to the Eagles, their team is not going to be in a much better situation than the Texans. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, and they're going to trade like most of their assets for him too. So yeah, I don't think the Eagles are a quarterback away by any means. But if Deshaun Watson just wants to get out of here, then he wouldn't really stop this trade. Like, we could have this thing like you either get traded to the Eagles or you don't get traded at all. And for Deshaun, if he really wants to get traded, then he might have to accept a trade to the Eagles. And the Eagles, they do have some assets to offer. They do have 2 firsts next year. And like I said, with that conditional second turning into a first, they do have that. So Eagles, they're semi-appealing. I feel like Dolphins can offer the better package, but Tua is playing outstanding in training camp, so I doubt they do make the move for Deshaun Watson. And obviously, with more and more cases piling up, we don't know what's going to happen to Deshaun. whether he even plays a snap in the NFL in the future. We still don't know. There's so many question marks. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when Deshaun Watson gets traded, who he gets traded to. But let me know your thoughts on these new developments in the comment section below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.